friend of Radio London, is author Ian Brown, who's behind the mastermind, shall we say, behind the Albert the Tortoise books. Let's get imagining their horizon. What would you like to say, and what's your take on this, Ian?
Well, I bluntly like to say, please support libraries. I mean, they are so important. Our local library in Hymes Park near Chingford E4 faced closure a while ago, and the local community sort of got its idea together and supported it much more. And I do dozens of events each year now in libraries all over the UK, in fact.
Why, as an author, do you feel so passionate about supporting our local libraries?
Well, I used to go a lot to my local library. Back then there was no Google and such like, and it was sort of Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yes, I remember that.
To go and look up things, to do your homework or whatever. And I actually now visit my childhood library, and I do storytime events there.
It's full circle.
And it is full circle. And whenever I visit a new area, if it's at all possible, I gift a set of Albert and Hug and Bug books to that library. They may already have some. We're very lucky. Our publishers, sort of spread the word of the books and support libraries a lot as well. And they're a vital asset to communities, and unfortunately they're all very much at risk. And the other thing is school libraries as well.
Yes.
A lot of those were sort of taken out, if you like. Everyone was sort of going paper free, and it was all going to be digital and such like. But now I'm visiting dozens and dozens of primary schools and nurseries and all sorts of things. They're coming back. They're all coming back, and some schools are struggling to get the books in. And obviously, I try and gift books where I can, or we offer sort of special discounts to schools if we can. And it's just lovely to see schools now having, if they can't create a full-on library, like little book nooks. There are little corners of corridors and things,
absolutely,
where they have a few books, and there's a little chill-out zone for the children to, off their own bat, go and pick up a book and have a read, And as Jude has been saying, it's so much more than just reading a book. It's, understanding emotions, it's understanding feelings, it's understanding life, really. There are so many lessons in books, and we just have to, encourage children to pick up a book. And that's what tomorrow World Book Day is all about, and what the National Year of Reading is all about as well.
And hopefully this is going to be a takeaway for many of our listeners to encourage them to do that. You don't have to be a parent or a grandparent or have a child, in fact, to read a book. It is about everybody enjoying and perhaps even falling back in love with reading. Jude, what's the plans for the charity? If someone's thinking, I'd not even heard of, Literacy Pirates and the great work that you're doing, how perhaps can they support the charity?
Thank you. Yeah, no, absolutely. People can go to the website and there's lots of information there, but there's lots of opportunity either to donate or help us actually by volunteering.
Okay.
We're always looking for volunteers to read with the children. So, come aboard.
It's literacypirates.org.
Exactly.
And you can get, and I'm actually on the website, you can see all of it. It's fantastic what you're up to, all of the things that you're doing. So literacypirates.org. And when do we go to print then, Ian, with the next set?
Well, I might be annoying you and pestering you around August time.
Happily.
If that's all right. It's a sort of, potentially it's a Halloween book with Albert the Tortoise.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
I'm eyeing up Upside Down right now. What does it say? Albert. This is the one that Tyra has been reading, Upside Down, which is a lot of fun. What other ones have you got with us? Just finally for Albert and the Wind, Albert Supersize, Albert and the Pond, Albert and the Flood, and many more. Albert, thank you for bringing all of them in. We'll have to take some photos. People can go to alberttortoise.com, can't they?
They certainly can. And I just quickly say, the real Albert woke up just the other day. The head of marketing is back with us.
Yay.
He's got a very busy time ahead. He's going to be
doing hibernating. How long for?
Well, no wonder he looks good. 4.5 months sleep, Shay, if you don't mind.
My goodness.
But he woke up. We had that very hot day last week.
Yeah.
And he and all his tortoise friends all over the UK seemed to wake up all at once. It was a troubling time because we knew the temperatures would drop again.
Yeah.
But at least it's picking up again now.
Okay.
But he's back, and he's got a lot of work ahead because a few books came out in his absence.
He's
over
got to sign them, isn't he?
Some of our books came out in Spanish.
Yes.
And some of them came out in Maltese, of all things.
Wow.
And he's got to do some posing with those books. And, of course, he's got to do some posing to try and help support literacy pirates as well.
Well, I think it's just wonderful.